Hi. The big question, first question is, what happens on the 20th of July?
So on the 20th of July, we are going to have the record date of Reliance Industries, which basically means that it's going to go ex-demerger also on that date. So there will be a session which will allow determination of the value of JFS, which is Geo Financial Services, and it will be done through a special session on the stock exchange.
But basically what it means is that if I own Reliance Industries stock on the record date, I will also be entitled to hold a share of Geo Financial Services.
That's right. So if I own the share on that day, I'll be able to get a JFS share in my account.
Which also means
1:1.
Correct. Which also means that if I buy Reliance Industries on the record date, I should be able to also hold it, right? Or is it that if I buy Reliance Industries on that record date, T+1 takes us to Friday, and that means I won't get it?
So if I need to hold a share, I need to trade on July 19th.
Yes. Okay. So that's the clarification. If you want to be entitled to a Geo Financial Services share automatically, it means that you should have bought a Reliance Industries share as of tomorrow so that you get it into your account by the record date, or rather, no, Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. So you need to get it as of Thursday. It needs to be in your account. Let's go to the next one, index calculation. So you have Geo Financial Services that will split from Reliance Industries, but it's going to stay on the Nifty 50. So how does the Nifty 50 or the various other indices, we'll take Nifty 50 as an example, how do we get the value of the Nifty 50?
So that's an interesting session that's going to happen, right? It's called a special pre-open session, which will be there to calculate the value of Geo Financial Services, and that will be done based on the trading in the Reliance Industries. But before that, the index opens at 907, which gives you the value, and it will be done based on 49 stocks.
Okay.
So the index value that comes, or the pre-open index value which will come to us, will be based on 49 stocks and not 50. And Reliance will be trading between 9 and 10 in the special pre-open session. And that means that by 9:45, you will have the demerged value of JFS.
Okay, so what that means is that between 9 and 9:45, the market participants will trade Reliance Industries, assuming that JFS does not form a part of Reliance Industries.
It basically means that there will be buy and sell price on Reliance stock. That will be an adjusted price for the demerger.
Understood.
And at the end of 9:45, based on random stoppage, there will be a price which will come to Reliance Industries.
Yeah.
That Reliance Industry price will be the demerged price or ex-demerged price of Reliance Industries.
So we are currently at RIL SPOS, and Sajeet has just explained that that's going to happen between 9 and 10. He's also talking about JFS constant price, and that is derived from the value that is ascribed to Reliance Industries at the end of this, or at 9:45. When Reliance Industries price, Sajeet, gets determined, the JFS is effectively the previous closing price of Reliance Industries minus the new price.
So let me explain it. So Wednesday price minus the ex-demerge price.
So let's take numbers here.
So for example,
2,800.
2,800 is the Wednesday closing price of Reliance, and post the session at 9:45, you get a demerged price of say 2,600. Then RIL price is 2,600 and JFS price is 200.
Right. And that's a constant price.
Why is it constant price?
Why is it called a constant price?
Because JFS, though it has been demerged, it's not listed on the stock exchange.
Right.
So that's why it's a constant price. And the constant price will continue till the time the shares will be transferred to the investor's account and they start trading on the NSE and BSE.
Okay, so we'll come to that in just a bit. We have reached 10 a.m. as of now. Hypothetically, on Thursday, we've gotten Reliance price, we've gotten JFS constant price. What happens to the Nifty 50?
So Nifty 50 then goes for 50 stocks plus constant price.
So it becomes Nifty 51.
Nifty 51. So Nifty starts calculating its index based on 51 stocks, which includes one constant price of JFS.
Yeah. So the value, if hypothetically, the value of JFS is 200. It is not going to change over the course of that day. Reliance Industries' value could change. So think of it as a sum of the parts. If Reliance Industries fluctuates from 2,600 to 2,500, that will reflect on the Nifty 51. Right?
That's right.
Okay, so we've got an understanding of what happens to the benchmark. Then it comes to JFS listing, which you kind of referred to. Do we have an idea as to how long it could take? Hypothetically, it could happen Friday because that's T+1, right?
See, hypothetically, as per regulation, within a week or 10 days, it should happen.
Right.
But in the past, the recent example being SDFC and SDFC Bank demerger or merger, where we saw the shareholders of SDFC getting the shares within 3 days, not one trading day. So SDFC demerger merger happened on Thursday.
Right.
Friday was the only trading day, and on Monday the shares of SDFC Bank were trading on a merged basis.
Yes.
So it took one trading day for the transfer of the entire shares from SDFC Bank to the shareholders of SDFC.
Understood.
Now, in this case, Reliance will have to transfer the shares to the shareholders of JFS, which is a mirror of the Reliance shareholders.
Yeah, because it's 1:1.
And that should happen within a day or few days, whatever, depending upon the process it takes in the stock exchange.
So we've answered this. So what happens then once it lists? Assume that it happens on Monday, like it happened with HDFC Bank. Let's assume that JFS listing happens on Monday. That is, if I am hypothetically a shareholder of Reliance Industries, I have received shares of JFS Monday.
So the exchanges will come out, say, on a Friday evening, saying that X amount of shares of JFS will be listing on the stock exchange on Monday. The listing happens, the shares are available in the demat of shareholders, and shareholders can trade easily and freely in these shares.
At that
time, the constant price becomes a price which has been determined by the market.
Got it. And it stays in the Nifty 50 or whichever indices, right?
It stays in all the indices where Reliance is there.
Okay, so then it comes to how long it stays, which is that conversation we were having earlier this morning where we were talking about 3 days is the lowest amount of time where it would stay in the index. How does that work?
Upon listing, the index methodology says that it will be there for 3 days.
Right.
On the third day after the close of market, it will be excluded from the indices.
Right.
But there is a technicality here. The technicality is that it will stay in the indices till the listing of the shares happen.
Right.
And then if the stock upon listing hits a circuit band, which every new listed stock has a circuit band attached to it,
right,
then this trade extension can happen for another 3 days. So it will continue till the time 2 consecutive days of stock trading does not result in a price band hit.
So I was reading that explanation. It was talking about the first 2 days.
First 2 days.
That means post listing day 1 and the second day. If circuit is hit on any one of these 2 days, then it gets extended by
3 days.
Right.
And then it will continue till the time you have 2 consecutive days when the price band is not hit.
Understood.
And even if the price band is hit on the third day, it will continue, it will get excluded at the end of the day or on the third day.
And the circuit is what, 20%?
For newly listed stock, it's around 20%.
Okay. Okay, so we'll probably get clarity once, and the exchange will clarify that.
It's normally an index stock, so 20% would be the thing for them. But important to note, while the F&O contracts for Reliance will end on Wednesday, and they will relist at 10 a.m. on Thursday morning, there will not be any F&O contracts on JFS.
Right.
So you need to be very careful on that part of it because JFS is not listed.
Yes.
So there can't be any F&O contracts.
Absolutely. So I think we've answered quite a few questions. If at all you have more questions about this, if you think about them over the course of today and the next couple of days, do write to us on any one of our social media platforms. You can even comment on this video itself and I'll get Sajeet to answer it when we do get those questions. In the meanwhile, stay tuned to BQ Prime.